Aquarius, listen closely. Something very strange is coming your way from May 29th to May 31st. And if you're not prepared, you could unknowingly block your own blessings, destroy a destined opportunity, or even fall victim to energy that's not even yours. Yes, the universe is sending powerful signals right now, but only those who isolate and protect their spiritual field will truly receive the divine downloads coming in. These final 3 days of May are not normal. They are the closing gates of a cosmic portal that began earlier this month. And if you're distracted, surrounded by chaos, or influenced by toxic people, you might miss out on the biggest breakthrough of the year. So in this video, we're revealing 5 hidden reasons why Aquarius must isolate from May 29th to May 31st. Each reason is crucial. Each one builds toward the final truth. So stay till the end, Aquarius, because what you don't know can hurt your future. Reason number 1. You're absorbing negative energies that aren't yours. Aquarius, as a highly intuitive and spiritually sensitive air sign, you often function like a cosmic antenna, tuning into subtle energies, thoughts, and emotions from the people and environment around you. You don't just hear words, you feel energy. And during May 29th to 31st, a powerful emotional purge will ripple through the collective consciousness, creating an overwhelming energetic wave. For someone like you, this can be spiritually dangerous if you're not grounded. Right now, your sign is under intense astrological pressure and scrutiny. Planetary transits are amplifying your psychic sensitivity and opening your energy field wider than usual. And that means you're more likely than ever to absorb negativity that isn't even yours. The irritability from your partner, the frustration from co-workers, the panic in the news, none of it belongs to you, but your empathic nature will soak it up like a sponge unless you isolate. If you stay plugged into the chaos, from people, social media, TV, even text messages, you'll likely experience anxiety, brain fog, emotional exhaustion, or even unexplained sadness. And the most dangerous part? You might start thinking these feelings are your own, when in fact, you're just picking up everyone else's energetic clutter. From May 29th through the 31st, isolation becomes your superpower. It's not a punishment, it's divine protection. This is your sacred window to disconnect from all outside noise, so that you can finally hear your soul again. Aquarius, this is a quantum shift moment for you. But if you don't silence the distractions, you risk being pulled into someone else's karmic drama instead of stepping into your own destined breakthrough. So take this seriously. Log out. Power down. Light some sage. Cleanse your aura. Spend time alone in nature. Write your thoughts without judgment. Meditate with intention. Let your spirit detox from the noise. You're not running away. You're rising above. And that requires solitude, clarity, and spiritual discipline. Protect your field, Aquarius. These final days of May could change everything, but only if your energy is clear enough to receive the upgrade. Reason number 2. A hidden test is being given by the universe. Aquarius, from May 29th to 31st. Something powerful is happening behind the cosmic curtain. The universe isn't just watching. You're being quietly tested. And this test isn't about how smart, skilled, or experienced you are. It's far deeper than that. This is a spiritual checkpoint, a moment of truth designed to measure your emotional maturity, your discipline, and your alignment with your higher self. You see, right before a major breakthrough, before a big love, financial upgrade, or destiny shift, the universe often places a final gate in front of you. And that gate is called choice under pressure. It's not loud, it's subtle, but its impact is enormous. From May 29th to 31st, your test is simple on the surface, but complex in meaning. What do you do when you're alone? Do you immediately seek escape? Scrolling through your phone, messaging people who drained you in the past, binging content just to numb your thoughts? Or do you sit in the stillness, face your emotions, and trust that something better is on its way? This period of isolation isn't random, it's your spiritual classroom. And the test isn't written, it's energetic. You might notice odd things happening during these days. A toxic ex or friend suddenly reaches out. A job offer appears that seems shiny, but feels off. Someone tries to bait you into an argument. You feel overwhelming loneliness or fear. Each of these is a distraction disguised as a decision. The universe is presenting you with temptation, pressure, and emotional triggers, not to punish you, but to see if you've truly evolved. If you can walk away from what you've already outgrown, you pass. If you can protect your peace instead of proving a point, you level up. Aquarius, this isn't about isolation for isolation's sake. It's about creating the sacred space needed to stand strong in your truth. When you resist the urge to engage in low-vibration behaviors or people, you're sending a powerful message to the universe. I'm ready for what's next. But here's the warning. If you fail the test by giving in to chaos, drama, or fear-based decisions, your breakthrough might not arrive on schedule. Energetically, the door could close, or at the very least, be delayed. This is why you must treat May 29th to 31st as sacred time. Fast, meditate, reflect, journal, reconnect with nature. Take care of your body and mind. Let silence become your strategy. Because what's waiting for you on the other side of this test is massive, but only if you pass it. Reason number 3. Your future timeline is being rewritten in isolation Aquarius. Between May 29th and 31st, the cosmos are offering you something extremely rare, a timeline rewrite window. What does that mean? It means the future you're heading toward is now soft-coded, open for editing, and susceptible to sudden shifts based on your present vibration. Your choices, thoughts, and emotions during these 72 hours will anchor the path you'll walk for the next 3 to 5 years. Let that sink in. You are no longer just reacting to fate, you are co-writing it. But here's the part most people miss. This rewrite doesn't happen in noise, it happens in stillness. If your environment is loud, chaotic, or emotionally draining, you'll miss the downloads that are meant for you. And Aquarius, the downloads coming your way are life-changing. When you isolate yourself during May 29th to 31st, you're not just being quiet. You're entering a quantum void, a spiritual container where destiny gets rewritten. This is where breakthrough ideas come through effortlessly. It's when your subconscious finally gets a chance to speak without interruption. It's when that lingering sense of something bigger finally begins to make sense. You may suddenly feel called to launch that business you've been dreaming about. Apply for a position that once felt out of reach. Move to a new city that aligns with your spirit. Cut ties with someone draining your energy. Begin a healing journey you've long postponed. Begin a healing journey you've long postponed. But here's the thing. These intuitive nudges won't arrive if your world is too loud. If you're caught up in distractions, arguments, obligations, or social media chaos, you'll miss the whisper of divine guidance entirely. And right now, that whisper is more valuable than gold. This isn't the time for mindless scrolling, binge watching, or seeking approval from others. It's a time for sacred solitude. Disconnect to reconnect. Fast from noise. Journal every download. Meditate every morning. Walk in nature without your phone. Clear your physical space. Let your inner space expand. Because during May 29th, 30th, and 31st, Aquarius, the choices you make are forming the next script of your life. Your energy is writing code into the matrix. If you align yourself with truth, clarity, and spiritual intention, you'll write a new future that reflects your highest timeline. But if you stay tangled in confusion, drama, and noise, you'll continue manifesting delays, detours, and dead ends that keep you stuck in outdated cycles. You are the architect now. The blueprint is blank. The pen is in your hand. So Aquarius, isolate, upgrade your frequency, get crystal clear, and when the universe sends you the new script, make sure it's one you're excited to live out. Reason number 4. You're being protected from a hidden enemy, Aquarius. This one is going to hit different, because it's not just spiritual, it's personal. From May 29th to 31st, you are under divine surveillance and energetic protection. Why? Because someone in your energy field, a person you may or may not be aware of, is sending low vibrational intent your way. Whether consciously or unconsciously, their jealousy, bitterness, or resentment is attempting to interfere with your frequency. This person could be a so-called friend, an ex-lover still watching your every move, a co-worker threatened by your light, or even a silent social media observer. The truth is, Aquarius, you're on the edge of a major elevation, and when your energy begins to rise, hidden enemies start to reveal themselves. And here's the thing. During May 29th to 31st, the planetary energy is highly reactive. Thoughts become things faster. Intentions, good or bad, amplify. So even subtle envy can turn into a spiritual disturbance if you're not protected. That's why isolation is not a suggestion. It's a shield. When you're physically distant, you make yourself spiritually unavailable to their attacks. When you stop sharing, you stop feeding the haters with information they could twist or manipulate. When you go silent, you become unpredictable and therefore untouchable. If you've been feeling unusually tired, foggy, emotionally off, or having strange dreams, these are energetic signs that your aura is being pinged by someone else's negativity. You may even think of someone out of the blue and get a weird gut feeling. That's not coincidence. It's your intuition warning you. But here's the empowering truth. You don't need to fight fire with fire. You don't need confrontation. You need separation. These final 3 days of May are not just about receiving new downloads. They're about cutting toxic energetic cords. The universe is calling you to disconnect before you detonate. You don't need drama. You need spiritual peace. Aquarius, use this time to spiritually declutter. Clean your home and burn sage or Palo Santo. Do a cord-cutting meditation. Take a salt bath to cleanse your aura. Block or mute accounts that make you feel drained, even if you don't have a reason. If someone's name pops up in your mind with tension in your body, that's the reason. Trust your instincts, protect your gifts, and know that your isolation is your insulation. The universe is guiding you away from what's been secretly trying to sabotage your progress. You don't need to see it to believe it. You just need to feel the shift and act accordingly. So, unplug, go quiet, recharge in private, and walk into June, untouched, unharmed, and divinely shielded. Reason number 5. You're being prepared for a major soul upgrade. Aquarius, this is the final and most powerful reason why you must isolate from May 29th to 31st. Your soul is undergoing a sacred recalibration. a complete upgrade that will align you with your highest timeline. This isn't just a moment of rest. This is the universe calling you into a divine transformation chamber where your past self dissolves and your evolved self is born. But here's the truth most people miss. You cannot evolve in chaos. You cannot download new instructions for your destiny while your mind is distracted, your emotions are tangled with others, or your energy is being pulled in 100 directions. Evolution requires stillness, silence, and space. This is your spiritual software update. And just like with a phone or a computer, when an update is happening, everything else must pause. No apps, no scrolling, no multitasking. If you try to do too much during the upgrade, you risk corrupting the file, slowing down, or even blocking your ascension. So from May 29th to 31st, the universe is putting up a giant cosmic "Do Not Disturb" sign over your life. You may feel called to sleep longer than usual, cry for no reason, distance yourself from people you usually tolerate, sit in silence, daydream, or go deep into reflection. Don't ignore these urges. They're not weakness, they're sacred signs. They are proof that your soul is shedding outdated coding. You're letting go of who you used to be, so you can step fully into who you were always meant to become. This upgrade will affect everything: your relationships, your career direction, your habits, and your spiritual gifts. You may suddenly realize you're done with an old chapter. You may wake up on June 1st with a new sense of identity, priorities, or purpose. And Aquarius, you need this upgrade. Why? Because the next phase of your life is big. The level of impact, wealth, love, and leadership that's coming your way requires a stronger version of you. Not the version that tolerates nonsense. Not the version that second-guesses their intuition. But the ascended you. The one who knows who they are and why they're here. But that version of you can't emerge while you're surrounded by distractions, noise, or energy vampires. It can only emerge in the cocoon of solitude. So go into your cocoon, Aquarius. Turn off your phone. Say no to plans. Light candles. Take spiritual baths. Journal your thoughts. Do your rituals. This is your chrysalis phase. Because when the spiritual storm clears and the soul recalibration completes, you will not recognize the version of you that walks out on June 1st in the best way possible. This is your rebirth. So, Aquarius, isolate, upgrade, and rise. Aquarius, these 3 days, May 29th, 30th, and 31st, are not random. They are a sacred, cosmic gift. If you isolate, if you listen, if you protect your energy, you will pass the test, receive your vision, rewrite your future, and step into the most powerful version of yourself. Don't ignore the signs. Don't fear the silence. Embrace it. Because in the stillness, the universe will speak directly to you. Let May end in silence so June can begin in strength. Stay grounded, stay aligned, stay isolated for now.